A candle. Such an overlooked source of light. So useful in times of need. Yet, given very little credit for its use. And no, I'm not only talking about candles. Previously, I touched on how a candle represents my learning experience and how it acted as the guiding light to me as an underperforming student. However, upon deeper reflection, my perspectives change drastically.
Compared to a lantern, a candle's flame stands exposed, its flame trembling at the slightest breeze. A whisper of wind can bend it, weaken it, even end it. Its glow is fragile, temporary, and easily overwhelmed. But against all odds, it stands. In the new education landscape where becoming a teacher means having to care for students who are struggling internally and acting recklessly, the fear to pursue this education journey as a teacher is becoming rampant among young adults. Followed by the rise in technological development slowly replacing the need for conventional teaching and learning method, it is only reasonable that future teachers are afraid of the challenges that awaits them. These challenges are the gust of wind and the whispering breeze that disrupt the flame on a candle. We know that becoming a teacher is more than just teaching. The responsibility that a teacher has to bear is arduous. In their eyes, every student is like an unspoken promise, a promise to guide, to nurture, and a promise to be a better version of themselves for the sake of their student. Of course, a candle's flame may flicker when the wind blows, but it does not vanish, not unless the wind is overwhelming. This just goes to show how resilient a teacher must be, braving through every gust of wind to ensure that their flame is steady. And that is why in the future, I aspire to become a teacher that is not only knowledgeable, but also compassionate. Understanding my future students' struggles, acknowledging their mistakes as personal growth rather than incompetency, and establishing a connection that is grounded in trust and genuine care. I want to be that one candle that lights 10 other candles, creating an environment that supports each other and where knowledge is earned, not given. On a practical standpoint, I aspire to become a teacher who does not succumb to the hatred towards technological development, but rather someone who embraces it through integration of technology into conventional teaching, following the dynamic nature of education. Just like how a candle burns, the wax does not disappear. It just melts and reshapes itself, changing its appearance. And I know it will be the same for me. In the future, I will leave behind my old habits and, most importantly, reshape outdated beliefs to allow myself to grow, both personally and professionally.
On a surface level, a candle connotes a sense of hope. But if we truly understand it, a candle actually represents selflessness. When a candle burns, it provides light, but slowly consuming itself in the process. Not for recognition, but simply to allow others to see more clearly. The sacrifices that teachers make for their students' personal growth often goes unnoticed. Yet, they continue because their purpose is not to outshine, but to illuminate. This is the mindset that I want to adopt in my future teachings.
At first glance, a lantern seems far superior to a candle. The lantern stands tall, protected behind sturdy glass panels. Its flame shielded from the challenging winds and weather. Its light appears stronger, more stable, and far more reliable compared to a small, fragile glow of a candle. But the lantern shines confidently because it exists in comfort, untouched by the outside world. The candle, on the other hand, appears pitiful in comparison, its flame exposed, swaying helplessly with every gust. It flickers, trembles, and threatens to die with each breath of wind that blows against it. It must endure the harshness of this world directly, unprotected and unprepared. Yet, it is precisely this exposure that shapes the candle into something stronger. While the lantern remains comfortable in its glass casing, the candle learns to bend without breaking. Every gust of wind that tries to extinguish it teaches the candle how to regain its balance. Every challenging moment forces its flame to adapt, to steady itself despite the odds. What looks like weakness on the surface is actually resilience. As a future teacher, I know I will face challenges too. I won't always be protected like the lantern, but every challenge will help me grow, and every struggle will teach me strength, patience, and adaptability. Because a lantern may shine more beautifully, but a candle learns how to survive.